Hello everyone, my name is Julia and I'm part of the staff here at A Sprinkle of Fun. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to paint a cupcake on our canvas. And what we're going to need is our paint, our brushes, a paper towel to clean and dry our brushes, a cup of water, and our canvas of course. So the colors that we're going to be using today are white, red, brown, black, light blue, pink, and we're going to be using a tan off-white, so whatever you have for that is fine. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our big brush and we're going to dip it in the brown paint and we're going to make the base of the cupcake. So for this we're basically just going to make a square, but you could make the sides going up a little bit wider. And we're going to fill that in. So just make sure that you get all the white spots. Alright guys, so you should have something like that for now. And once that is done, you could wash your big brush. Just want to make sure that it's clean and dry once you're finished. And now you're gonna continue using the big brush, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into our tan paint. It's a little bit of an off-white tan, so whatever you have for this is fine. We are now going to start making the top of the cupcake. So for this part, we're gonna pretend that it's icing. So we're gonna just make a little bit of almost a cloud on top. So just like this. You want to make it look a little fluffy almost. All right, and you could fill that in as well. Just make sure that you keep its shape and that you don't just make it one big blob on the top. You want to be able to tell that it has some curves in it. that looks good for now. The next thing that we're gonna do, you're gonna clean that brush. And the next thing that we're gonna do, it's actually a little hard to see, so I'll make it a little closer. So this is what you should have so far. The next thing that we're gonna do is, you could use your big or small brush for this, whatever's easier for you. We are going to make the cherry on top of the cupcake. So for this, we are going to use our red paint. And you really don't need too much paint. We're just gonna go into the center of the cupcake and make one circle. Just like that. You don't need to go over it too many times because we do need it to dry. So you could just leave it like that. All right, now we are going to start outlining the cupcake, because outlining it with the black is gonna make all the difference. So you could take your small brush for this, and we're going to go into the black paint. First, I'm gonna start by outlining the base of the cupcake. So just one line down. You don't wanna make it too thick because you don't want it to have a very thick outline. You just wanna kind of highlight it. And you definitely won't need a lot of paint, because especially working with black, a little bit of paint will go a long way. So we're gonna outline both sides of the base and the bottom. So just like this for now. And now you could add a few lines on the bottom as well. I'm gonna add about 4. Don't make them too long. We're not gonna go from the whole top to the bottom, just 4 little short lines. You also don't need them to be too dark. So if they're a little light, that's fine too. So it should look like this. We are now going to go in and outline the tan part of the cupcake. So what we're gonna do is, for the black outline, this is really what's gonna make the shape of the cupcake. So you could go a little more inside the cupcake than what you already have. So for example, when we outline this, you could kind of flip it in a little bit, like that. And you're gonna do that for the entire top of the cupcake. Remember, you don't want too much paint because you don't want to glob the black onto the tan. You just want to give it a little. So you should have something like this. Once you outline that part, we're going to go ahead and outline the cherry. So this is what you should have so far. The next thing that we are going to do is the background. So for this part, we are going to take our big brush and the background is going to be light blue. So we're going to dip it in the light blue and just fill out the entire background. If you want to use your small brush to get on the sides here, closest to the cupcake, that's fine too. Whatever is easier for you. Painting the background is always the hardest part, so just take your time. And remember, we could always go back and outline the cupcake again with black if you accidentally go over it at all or if anything like that happens. So don't stress about that. Alright guys, so I'm just about done with my background. If you guys would like to go back over anything with black, now would be the time to do that. I'm gonna just go back over some things quickly. What you could also do is you could add some of the outline on the bottom here. And we could paint over this brown here. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. So you could use this time to fill this in, or if you want to outline things, you don't have to do this part. It's totally up to you. It's your painting. And this will also give the background some time to dry. Before we move on to that part. All right, guys. Okay, guys, so right about now you should have something like this. And so as long as your background is dry, the next thing that we're gonna do is we are going to take our small brush that we were using for the black, and we're gonna go into our white paint, and we're just gonna make some swirls in the back where the blue is. So it could be very light, you don't have to make them dark. They're gonna kind of blend into the background. So we're just gonna, just like this, just little swirls to add a little bit more of a design. You could add as many as you want. I'm not going to put too many because I don't want to make the background too crazy. But it's up to you. So this is what I have. I'm just gonna go into my cherry quickly and put a little bit more red in there just to make it a little darker because I have some streaky white spots. Again, you don't have to. I'm just fixing mine up a little bit. Now, after doing the background, our top half of the cupcake should be dry. So what we're gonna do now for our last step is we're gonna take our small brush and we could go into the pink paint and we're just gonna add some sprinkles on our cupcake. So you could either do little lines or you could dip the other end of the paintbrush in and make dots. I'm gonna do both, but it's totally up to you. It is your painting. So whatever you wanna do. If you wanna add different color sprinkles, you could do that too. If you wanna add some blue or red, if you have other color paint, whatever you wanna do. All right, guys, this is what mine looks like. And there you have your cupcake. If you want to hang it up on the wall, you could paint the sides blue as well. And this is what it's gonna look like. I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for all your support through all of this. If you'd like to share any of your paintings with us, we would really appreciate that. You could use the hashtag #SprinklePaint. And you could find us on Facebook or Instagram. Stay healthy, and I hope to see you in more of our painting sessions. Thank you so much.